Launch team wishes you good luck and Godspeed.
Space Monkeys, sitting here with Kusama's favorite boy band, the boys from Zeitgeist. A real honor to have them with us today. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's just go down the line real quick and let's just say your name and what position you hold in the company.
Yep, I'm Bob. I'm the head of community development at Zeitgeist.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm Logan, CEO and founder of Zeitgeist.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Hutch, CMO of Zeitgeist, so I mainly focus on marketing and community building for Zeitgeist.
Nice.
And I'm Devlin, and I'm a product development associate at Zeitgeist.
Okay, awesome. Now, are you guys always hanging out together, or is this you guys kind of congregated here?
No, this is a rare occasion, actually. We're normally pretty remote.
Okay, so far you liking each other? Is it going okay?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's going great. Yeah, this is the first time.
Not the first time.
Yeah.
So what have you guys been brewing while you're all here in tight quarters?
Since we've been together, we've been chatting a bit about kind of next steps for the Zeitgeist app.
Mm-hmm.
A bit around community, how to grow community. Really focused around growing the app and growing what Zeitgeist is as an ecosystem.
Mm.
So since the beginning, we've kind of had this mission of Zeitgeist being a ecosystem of prediction markets, not just a single app that we're building.
Right.
We are building the flagship application, but we do plan to integrate with the whole .Someone ecosystem for one, as well as outside of the ecosystem. So going into next year, we kind of have two goals. One is to continue iterating on the app. Thanks for the compliment that the UX is good. We think we can still make it better.
Nice.
So we're still focused on the most usable prediction market app in blockchain or out of blockchain, and then marketing that and growing that as kind of the front end product. At the same time, we're still focused on the more deep tech elements of prediction markets, things like combinatorial markets, which are these kind of composed markets, like markets that stack on top of each other and allow you to have a fine-grained prediction on future events, as well as the release of what has so far been kind of the research project around the LMSR market maker called Polkadot.
Okay.
So last year we had published information about that and implemented it. We still need to audit it and actually deploy it onto Zeitgeist.
And what's that look like for the user?
Yeah, so for the user, that is going to look quite a bit different. So right now, since we are building on like balancer type market makers, what that means is when a liquidity provider provides liquidity, like they're putting the outcome tokens into that market maker, right? And one major drawback of applying this model to prediction markets is that it has an assumption that the tokens contained inside the market maker won't go to zero. And in prediction markets, every outcome except the winning one will go to zero. Instead of providing liquidity in that way, users will just come and place bets, and that'll increase the liquidity naturally.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so.
And then you were also mentioning about kind of expanding into other parachains, right?
Right.
So what does that look like? What's that path forward? And what would other parachains need prediction markets for?
XCM integration with parachains and native token availability on Zeitgeist of other parachain tokens. But then with about the question of like, okay, so why would parachains need prediction markets? I think the same reason that we need prediction markets to improve our governance, other parachains, even if they don't know it now, I think that with the right questions and the right community participating, prediction markets can improve the way that parachains, treasuries function, the way that even product roadmaps function. You can put a prediction market on, will this feature set do this or this? And then it kind of removes the whole, like, our opinion is that we should do it because of this, and it gives a lot clearer of an answer. That's one of the ways that other parachain teams can benefit from using what we're building, and we intend to work closely with the whole ecosystem on kind of empowering that and helping helping those teams come up with the questions and like understand why they would need it, because it's not a natural thing that anybody's like thinking about normally. You know?
Yeah, right. You gotta kind of reframe your mind to figure out the questions to get the answers you want, right?
Totally.
Cool. So is this like that Futarchy thing you guys have been talking about?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly that thing.
The interesting thing about Futarchy is like if you like read up the history or go on like a Wikipedia page for Futarchy,
Yeah.
it was actually like a buzzword in like 2007. Like
Cool.
so it's been like buzzing around for a while. What we're trying to do is kind of prove out that buzz that has been around for a fair bit.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And have you guys applied? You guys haven't applied it to your own governance yet, but is there plans to do so?
Yes, we still plan to do that.
Okay.
We haven't started the Futarchy on Zeitgeist yet, but we very much still intend to do that.
Cool.
Which partly we haven't started because combinatorial markets, right?
Yeah, combinatorial markets will help out a lot. We can still do early experiments, and then I think we will soon start putting up some early experiments around our roadmap, our project roadmap, and we'll see what the Futarchy says.
Yeah, see what the markets tell us, right?
Well, as far as like product development goes, like what's this roadmap looking like?
Like the next steps on the product roadmap are these improvements of the app that we've been mentioning. A lot of that is focused on softening out the rough edges, smoothing out the experience, bringing loading times even lower on the app.
It's possible.
Yeah. Like
Cool.
we'll have that. We'll have the improvements out fairly soon, and then after that, we're planning to kind of start this round of featured markets or like big event markets. So going into next year, we're going to at times set up specific pages inside of the app for big events. So like one that's coming up that we're probably not going to do this for yet, just because it's too soon, is like the World Cup.
Oh, sure.
So what we can do there is like similar to how we did the Kusama Derby, is its own kind of special UI with the horses moving across the screen.
Yeah.
That show the predictions. We'll set up these special UIs for these different big events, like the World Cup could be the players on the team or something like that. And then work on growing the app through marketing and community growth.
Yeah, the custom UI thing sounds really cool because I saw that like somebody started an NFL prediction thing
From the community.
Yeah, and like I guess they could just make their own UI to get more action.
That's what we hope for, and that was what we're trying to help facilitate. I mean, and actually, so Devlin's like more on like integrations and BD side of things, but he's part time now. He's in college.
Yeah.
But
what are you taking in college?
I'm in engineering.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, still going.
How does that intersect with your business development job now?
It's mostly coinciding through like kind of project management and design and brainstorming, because a lot of what I do is general like teamwork, project ideation, and the design cycle.
Okay.
So bringing that into business development, you have your own product and another product, and you have to go from ground zero. Okay, what can we do together? How can we do it? How long will this take? What resources do we need, etc.
Rad.
In terms of my actual course load, there is no synergy at all.
Okay. Can you share it all? Any teams you've been working with?
yeah, for sure, we can share all the teams that we're
All right.
working with.
Yeah, like Exiled Racers for one is something that is
Nice.
out there coming
Okay.
along, and I mean we are in connection with a lot of the parachains in the ecosystem, and like consistently talking with them. There is not much absence of communication with us and other parachains.
Yeah, one that's coming very soon is the integration with Basilisk. So we've already put up a proposal to the Basilisk community about the XCM integration, and we're thinking this is going to be probably the first XCM integration we do.
Okay, nice. Because you guys are going to list on Basilisk, aren't you?
Yes,
Yeah. Is that news yet? I don't know.
it is. We put it up. in the
Okay.
proposal.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
cool.
public.
You guys have already launched on Gate, though, right?
Yeah, currently Gate and Mexi are
And
the two
yeah.
exchanges that support ZTG.
Okay, so you're not doing an LBP thing. You're just putting in some liquidity pools.
I think we're going to do a liquidity pool
Bootstrap then?
Bootstrap, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Is that the LBP or?
The LVP is like where the price goes down over time.
Okay, yeah.
I think that's like a price discovery.
Well, yeah,
asset.
no,
Yeah.
in the Bootstrap.
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. It'd be great to trade it on chain. Do you know if it's going to be paired with Kusama or what? Yeah, Kusama.
KSM, yeah.
Yeah, KSM.
Yeah. And
Probably
we're
shortly like stablecoin pair as well.
Okay, nice.
yeah, stablecoin as well. And we're excited about having it easy to use a DEX inside of Zeitgeist because Talisman makes it easy to get KSM. Then you can easily get CTG because it's a big problem right now that it's hard to get CTG, and we realize that.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll only work on increasing the ability to use the utility of the token in the app itself, you know?
Yeah, well, once we have DEX support on Basilisk, it'll be a lot easier for us to have this kind of smooth integration between like go on Talisman and use your credit card to buy KSM, DEX swap KSM for ZTG or stablecoin and bring that over to Zeitgeist app. So we're excited for that.
All right, so like mostly it's been people who are using your app. They're part of the crowd loan. But have you guys seen any markets that you really like? Like what's popping and what's caught your eye?
Yeah, we're actually about to release a newsletter. We're going to do it fortnightly or bi-weekly, whichever one you say.
Fortnite is
We in that newsletter, it's going to have details about all the most like volume markets, what are the most popular markets, what are some of the interesting markets, and just some other details about what's going on.
That's cool.
And we're going to start consistently doing that. But I think the biggest volume market is the World Cup. By anything, I think that's the latest stats that I've seen.
Yeah, these guys are on the advisory committee, so they look at almost every market that gets proposed.
I would say that my favorite market thus far was one that was on the price of Brent crude oil, right?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
So I don't know. Yeah, there was like a tweet about it and everything, but the question was, will it be above $95 at 8 a.m. on some day in October? And the Oracle, right? So if you're an Oracle pro tip, reported an hour early.
They reported an hour early before it closed?
Yeah, before the 8 a.m. like time.
Yeah.
And it was just incredible because the price of the barrel had gone to like $95.30 right when they reported, and then not 3 minutes after 8 a.m. it had fallen below $95, and so I'm like spending my entire morning like looking up all the different graphs I could find of crude oil prices. You know, like,
Which Oracle is correct, you know?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Ended up being just fine.
Yeah.
But like, you know, it's just really interesting when, but it was a good market overall too.
Well, it was a good display of like the way that our resolution system works in Zeitgeist. Which
Is the resolution system just Bob?
No, actually, no.
No. I mean, it could have been, it could have been disputed by anybody if it was incorrect. That's the cool thing is it's open to anybody, and it's Bob was just paying attention to it.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was actually one of our head ambassadors that made the market.
What are you guys finding like when somebody suggests a market? Because you have this place on Discord where people like basically like reach out, right? So what are you finding? How do you like tune people from what they originally suggest to something that will actually work?
Most of the markets that have come in, what I've noticed is the hardest thing for these content creators is to erase ambiguity. Like in general, it's just a hard task because you need to have a resolution oracle that is completely trusted by should be all parties. And if you have a resolution criteria and it's really not too general and is not accessed that frequently by many people, someone can look at the market and be like, okay, this is clearly wrong, but your resolution oracle says that it is right. And then in that market, technically your oracle is like right. So where do you go from there?
Have you guys had any disputes yet?
Apart from the crude oil, no. That's
Okay.
it. But
That
it's
wasn't actually a dispute.
Okay.
It was just almost a dispute, and then it was okay.
I was excited for it.
but I think it's just a balance of being concise and being clear and just avoiding all ambiguity. And it's not an easy task in general to do that.
We've got a great guy on our team, Nathan, in the UK, and he is just very, very deep into the prediction markets community. So there's another prediction market community called Metaculous. They're basically a community that just like create prediction markets. They don't have any value behind them, but they're very accurate. There's a huge community of people that predict kind of as their hobby. And so it's really amazing to have a resource like him on the team to help steer people into like, no, this is exactly how you need to ask the question or what you need to say in the market.
What would it take to bring these hobbyists over to Zeitgeist?
The right incentives and easy access. You know, like it needs to be step 1, step 2, and then you're in.
Right.
You know, which is, I think we're pretty close to that with like Talisman support, XCM tokens, you know, like what we were just talking about.
Yeah.
So that's what I think it takes. And then it takes somebody like Nathan who has, you know, an in to the community who can be the voice of reason of why, you know, who the community leaders, how we get them together and show you, here's this amazing product that's like what you guys are already doing, but, you know, you can actually profit off of it too.
Yeah, the product needs to be good, the user onboarding needs to be good, but we also need to have the liquidity there and the right markets being created to attract these hobbyists.
Okay.
Because prediction markets naturally create an incentive for people who have the information to come participate.
Yeah.
But if we're not creating the right markets, like, of course, those hobbyists won't be able to come share their information there. People like Nathan helping to give us insight over what these hobbyists are interested in predicting on.
That's cool. Yeah, I follow Nathan on Twitter, and I'll actually drop his Twitter below too, in case anybody wants to catch up. He's an interesting guy for sure.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Well, guys, it's been really good talking to you today. I wanted to close out with one big question. If you could know anything about the future, let's say 10 years from now, okay, that's a few presidential elections. It's 2032. One thing you just wish you could know the answer to right now about the future, what would it be?
Will Elon have fixed Twitter?
Oh.
But that's not really a 10-year time frame question, honestly. I think maybe like that brings me in the direction of like actually AI. I want to know what it pans out like in the next 10 years, because there's this really crazy resurgence of like all these, you know, AI graphic design, AI copywriting, AI code writing, and it's like it's moving at the speed of light. It feels like every day there's something new that you can now do that was like yesterday impossible.
Yeah.
So I'm like 10 years.
I know, right?
You know, the speed of technology, that's for me probably the biggest question.
Yeah. Good one. That's a good one too.
Yeah. Like,
nice.
You know.
Cool, guys. Well, thanks very much for. I know you've been super busy in the hive here. Just thanks very much for spending some time on the couch with us and sharing what's going on. Definitely looking forward to seeing these markets deployed across the Kusama ecosystem.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Thanks for coming over.